What's good, Falcons family? It is Thursday. This is Falcons Daily. I am CG Craig Green, your host, and appreciate y'all checking us out again here today. What we're looking at is a whole bunch of different things on my mind here as training camp continues and starts to wind down some. Next week, camp will break, and the Falcons will be just in game mode from that point forward. But looking at the Falcons depth chart they released for tomorrow's game against the Lions, the Falcons put out their first official, unofficial, whatever you want to call it, depth chart for this game. And again, it's not going to be the depth chart going forward. It's just an idea of where they are, I guess, when it comes to this week's game. And when you look at the depth chart here, what I'm looking for is what I was looking at is what are the strongest positions that we are. What's the strongest position that we have right now? Right now, when you look at our depth chart and when I'm looking at, top to bottom, where is our strongest position group? Really, I think it's along the defensive line. The defensive line and the edge rushers. I would even just go ahead and say our front seven. Our front seven right now looks like it could be pretty formidable. I mean, when you look at the edge rushers, Leonard Floyd, James Pierce, that's your 1 and 2 on one side. The other side, Arnold Ebiketie, Jalen Walker. Then the defensive linemen in the middle, Onyemata, Ruka Rororo. Behind them, Zach Harrison, Brandon Dorless. And then behind them, you got TQ Graham and Morgan Fox. And these guys have been doing well in training camp. The little bit inside linebacker leaves a little bit to be desired. I mean, yeah, you got Caden Ellis and Divine Diablo as your projected starters right now. And I like both those players. But behind them, I need a little bit of help there. I would say you got J.D. Bertrand, and then besides that, no one else really kind of jumps off the page at you, with the exception of D'Angelo Malone, who is now converting to an inside linebacker, and he's third on their depth chart there. So I still think it's the front seven, edge rushers and defensive line. That's our strongest unit, I think, from front to back. Close second place to the safeties, but that's my strongest unit, I think, so far, are those guys. Where do we need some help, y'all? Looking at the depth chart, for me, it's glaring. Number one, center. We still need help at center. And the reason why I say that is because your backup center, if Ryan Newsel were to be unavailable, is Javon Gwynn, a converted guard. We don't have a true center behind Ryan Newsel. So for me, that's concerning because you have a player out of position who's having to cross-train to do that job. So, and I'm sure they put him there for a reason. He's probably got snaps and they feel comfortable with it. But just from the outside looking in, center is a very, very critical position. And they've got an intricate job to do. So cross-training, I understand it, but I definitely like my centers to be someone who just plays center. That's it. Outside of that, tight end. I mean, we talked about it before. Bring it up again. Tight end is still a sore spot for me because after Kyle Pitts and after Charlie Werner, you've got Felipe Franks, Keegan Cotoriano, Josh Simon, and Nikola Kalinick. And again, those names don't really do much for me. Maybe they'll get on the field and surprise us. But right now, I think we could definitely use a little bit more depth at tight end and absolutely at center. I think that's where we kind of stand right now. But going into it, I mean, the Falcons are deeper, I think, than they were last year. They're definitely deeper at some of their weaker positions like edge, rusher, and in DB. But ultimately, like I said, we're going to have to get some more help at tight end and center just because I don't know if that's going to cut it. The one guy that was out there, Noah Fant, got signed. So not sure how the Falcons are going to address it. But, one can only hope for the ascension of Joshua Simon up the depth chart and to give us another pass catcher. When I look at that safety room, you've got right now Xavier Watts, Jordan Fuller, and DeMarco Helms, who are battling out for that spot. Currently on the depth chart, it is Jordan Fuller, who is listed as the starter, with Xavier Watts behind him. And then right behind that, you do have DeMarco Hellams behind Jesse Bates, backing him up at free safety. But again, Hellams is cross-training, so he could get the nod at strong safety as well. So which one of those three is going to be your starter week one? It's hard to tell right now. They do like Xavier Watts and everything he brings. Jordan Fuller, again, a veteran who's acclimated to Raheem Morris and his system. So, it's going to be a tough battle right now between the two. Right now, it looks like they're giving the nod to the veteran over the rookie. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. But I do think that it's a strong position group. It's something that's pretty pretty tense competition. You got these three guys. I just hope we don't have to cut any one of them. I don't see a world where we would cut Hellams or Fuller at all, or even Watts as well. But I'm curious to see how this plays out in the remainder of training camp to see who gets that starting spot at strong safety. Again, Jordan Fuller getting the nod right now, but Bam Hellams could do it. X-Man could do it. Just have to find out and see what happens. But, want to see how Watts plays on the field Friday night. That's going to be probably one indicator of whether he's ready or he's not ready to be the guy. Which Falcon do you think is going to be the one next to get a contract extension? Some of you know that Caleb McGarry just got paid. He got a 2-year extension worth $30 million, and he will be in Atlanta through 2027 because of that. So when I look here at free agents in 2026 coming up for the Falcons, Falcons Wire USA Today broke it down for us and split up by offense and defense. So on the offensive side, hard to tell. So we're looking at the names here. Tegan Quitoriano, Felipe Franks, DJ Shark, Jamal Agnew, Elijah Wilkinson, Easton Stick, David Stills V, Brandon Parker, Kyle Pitts Sr., Ray McLeod, and Tyler Algier. And then on defense, you've got Caleb Johnson, Josh Woods, Khalid Kareem, Kentavious Street, Keith Taylor, David Onyemata, D'Angelo Malone, TQ Graham, Leonard Floyd, Caden Ellis, Arnold Ebiketie, Troy Anderson, and D. Alford. Don't forget to throw in there Bradley Pinion, our punter, as a free agent. Now, which one gets an extension first? That's a tough question to answer because, we're making predictions here. I think the easiest extension to get done first would probably be Bradley Pinion, to keep him in the building because he does punts and kickoffs. So if you take Bradley Pinion out of it, after that, you got to ask yourself which of these Falcons is the most coveted, which one is the most valuable to the team. And right now, my mind looks at a couple of guys, one on offense, one on defense. First of those people on defense would be Caden Ellis. I think he's going to be one of the first players the Falcons look at re-signing. And the second of those would be Tyler Algier, and especially because of what he brings to the team. And so, Algier, definitely a candidate for a franchise tag. Caden Ellis, not so much. He would need to be re-signed or traded or what have you. So keep your eyes on those two players in the offseason because they do become free agents in 2026. And, if we lost Caden Ellis, that'd be a huge hole in the middle of the defense to fill. If we lost Tyler Algier, again, that's our change of pace back that we don't have anymore. A guy who can bruise, who can also, burn you and take it to the house if he gets the blocks. So outside of Bradley Pinion, I'm going to go with Caden Ellis and also my guy Magnum TA, Tyler Algier. We need to find a way to keep them in the building. Terry, I'm talking to you. All right, y'all, we're going to call it good for today and be back here on Friday on game day. Tomorrow is game day. Get it, wrap your mind around that. We are playing a football game tomorrow. So we're going to have one more breakdown of what to expect Friday night. And then we'll be back over the weekend to chop up what we saw from the game and let you know what to look forward to as well. So please give me a follow at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G in the word sports. You may follow there on social media, FanArch Co. in the top left corner, FANARCHCO. And I appreciate all y'all hitting subscribe and turning on your notifications. So please continue to do that. And please continue to chime in and let me know what is on your Falcon mind. And until Falcons Friday, game day, y'all have a great Thursday. Sayonara and buenos noches.